everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, welcoming you to the September 6, 2025 50's and early 60's edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. I apologize for being late this evening, but we had an emergency thing with the air conditioner downstairs. I could not leave my parents. It was terrible today with the heat. So my sister was here tonight, but she was not here when the AC broke. So I think it's the blower. So I told my parents, I said, look, let me quickly put this in because it's going to be unbearable. Although it did get cooler out tonight, but it was horrible today. Horrible. We had such great weather for the week. So anyway, I had to unscrew it. I had to change it. I had to lug it in. I put it together, and I kept my fingers crossed that it was going to work because it's been sitting out there on the porch for about, 7 years. But hey, it's working. They are cool. Johnny G is cool, although today was not a great day for me. But anyway, so thank you all for waiting for me. And I apologize to Oldies and More also, because I have an obligation to be here at 9 o'clock, but I have a lot of things on my plate, so sometimes it just doesn't work right. But listen, I got a great show lined up tonight, lots of your requests. I have one from the Collector's Corner tonight that I picked from the 1958 block. The 1958 block is the biggest block tonight, and there's like 40 records, but I'm an hour late, so I know a lot of you are going to have to go off to bed, but you should be able to hear it on the archive tomorrow. You'll hear your request. I was able to find them all except one, which was a Donald Woods and the Velairs. I don't know. I haven't played it since 2007, so that was the only one I couldn't find. I was looking one for John Ingstrom, too, but I found one, John. But anyway, we opened up with a cool bluesy instrumental. That was a request for listener Charles Liebman. Okay, his real name, Marion Walter Jacobs, and he was born May 1st, 1930 in Marksville, Louisiana. Vocalist, guitarist, and harmonica player you all know. He goes by the name of Little Walter. Little Walter and his Nightcats there. On Checker Records, on the Checker record label from August 1952. It's called Juke. Juke is the name of the tune to open up tonight's Vinyltreasure show. Johnny G is ready for the football season. Really, I only follow my team, which is the Cincinnati Bengals. You can't see it because I am low in the chair. Tomorrow, I'm heading out to Staples, and I'm going to go to Home Depot. I got to look for maybe a massage chair, Arch, but I can't sit this low because it's not good for my knees. I'm worried about, I got blood clots and whatnot because my knee's bent. It shouldn't be this way. But anyway, enough of my babbling here. Let's open up the vocal portion here. All requests tonight except one, but we open up from 1951. And this is a request for James Pomerico, okay? We go back to October 51, and this group, those dates back to the early 1940s. This is their second of two for the Prestige record label, and the quartet known as the Cabaners. Okay, this is with the Mercer Ellington Quartet backing them up with the vocals. A female lead here, her name is Maggie Furman. She is on lead. This is from October 51. I have it on a 45, James. The Cabaners on the Prestige label from October 51. The song is called Each Time. This is for James Pomerico. Here you go.
Each time I look at you, it's a thrill of a lifetime, like the thrill of the first time. Your eyes met mine.
Your eyes met mine.
a thrill so divine, like the thrill of the first time I held your hand.
I held your hand.
So this is it, and I'm so happy you came my way. This is it. My heart knows this feeling is here to stay each time. Your lips touch mine. It's a thrill so sublime, like the thrill of the first time. Our hearts entwine, and darling, each time seems like the first time with you.
First time with you.
There you go. Early sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is the, well, let me turn this down, folks. I had to turn the gain way up on that record because it was, that is a styrene 45 too, early styrene 45. There you go, October 1951. That is the great Maggie Furman. Maggie Furman on lead with the Cabaners on the Prestige record label each time. That one there by request for James Pomerico. That is a great request, James. Thank you for emailing Johnny G. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the address, and we play the music chronologically here. If I have the 45, I'll feature it. If it features if it fits the format of what I play. I was looking for one for John Engstrom for tonight. So he had a record on there by the Ripples. Okay, and I said, well, wait a minute here. The Ripples. Now, is that the Ripples on the Bond label? No, it was not. It was the Ripples on the Doré record label. So it was nowhere. Charlene couldn't find it anywhere. I said, well, wait a minute, Charlene. It's got to be there. Okay, it's a 1961 thing, but it is a folk song. Okay, so John, I cannot play that record here on the program. So hey, listen, the reason why I bought it was, and plus it was, on the cheap. I saw, well, they were talking about it. I ate my dinner late. I had a porterhouse steak. It was Agnes beef. It was really good. My mother made a great steak tonight. She made a great birthday dinner for me too. There's a little bit of the cake there. I think maybe my sister ate it all. But anyway, so I heard they were talking about, Amy, did you get records? Did you find records out in the wild? You were all talking about records and whatnot. Johnny G wants to get into that conversation. I do, but let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and let's move into 1952 now with a request for Jim Lampley. Thank you, Jim, for your email. Now, it was interesting because I thought this was an instrumental. When you see Lynn Hope and orchestra, you may think it's an instrumental. Well, it starts off as an instrumental, and it was interesting because the vocal comes in a little bit further into the record. So I asked Grok, okay, which is artificial intelligence. I said, Grok, can you tell me who the male voice is and the background singers are on this record by Lynn Hope? So they said, oh, Johnny, there is no. That is an instrumental. I said, well, you're wrong again. Okay? I mean, gee, if I used you for a test or for a paper, I would lose. So I guess, you got to be careful when you're dealing with artificial intelligence. Of course, they're not careful when they shut down Johnny G for picking the wrong song. But anyway, I like this record. I was playing it for my mother because and she loved the song. She said to me, and she said, Johnny, that's another song. I know that song, but I'll tell you about it. It's tenor saxophonist Lynn Hope. He was originally from Birmingham, Alabama. Now, after high school in the 1940s, he joined King Kolax's band, and he later converted to Islam and became noted for wearing a turban. Okay, and anyway, he recorded for the Aladdin record label between 1951 and 1957. This was his sixth release for the Aladdin label. It's Eddie Leo Mesner's Aladdin label. And this song was first done back in 1939 on the Bluebird label by the Les Brown Orchestra with a vocalist by the name of Miriam Shaw. That was the first issue of this tune. And I think the voice you hear, he's a little bit off, I think, but it's still, it starts off great. It's like a really nice, easy saxophone. And listen, if you listen to this program, you listen to the Relic Countdown, you listen to a lot of the 50s stuff. I don't know about more so in the kind of, they got away with it, got a little bit away of the saxophone in this when I play my soul records. That was more like horns, okay? But at least with the 50s, the saxophone, that's your instrument of choice. But anyway, let's give it a spin. October 1952, Lynn Hope and the orchestra, and I think Lynn Hope, his vocal comes in on this with a group. It's called Don't Worry About Me. This is for Jim Lampley, Lynn Hope and Orchestra. Here you go.
About me, be happy, my love. It seems that our little show is over, and so the story ends. Why not call it a day, the sensible way, and still be friends? Look out for yourself, should be the rule. Give your heart and your love to whomever you love. Don't be a fool. Darling, why should I cling to some fading thing that used to be? If you can forget, oh, don't worry about me.
Yeah, well, that is, I like that record. I think it's a cool record, nice to relax to, I say it is. And boy, did I need it for today. There you go. That one there going out to Jim Lampley, October 1952 release there for Lynn Hope and his orchestra. So Big Dave Swinger, you think that that definitely is because the sax stops, okay? The saxophone stops and the vocal comes in, and you think those are the other band members there? I would say so, but there you go. That's on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin record label. That is his 6th of 15 releases on the Aladdin record label. I had to look for that one. I couldn't believe I had so many so many releases by Mr. Lynn Hope. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1953 now. Fill a request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. You all know this great group out of Newport News, Virginia. I'm talking about the 5 Keys. This is, again, on Aladdin Records. And this is, let me see. Frank, is this your favorite song by the group? I think it is. I think you mentioned that. It's your favorite song by the group. It's their 13th release on the Aladdin record label. They recorded this one on September 23rd of 1953 at their final session for Aladdin Records. And it was held at the Audio Visual Recording Company. They released it that December 1953. It features Marilyn Pierce on lead. Also, Dickie Smith comes in on this too from December 1953. Let's give a listen to the great 5 Keys on the Aladdin label. It's called My Saddest Hour. This is for Frank and Jerry Gingaro. Here you go. you go there with the sound of the Five Keys. The Five Keys, what a great group they are. You have to say they like that one there in the YouTube chat room. I wish I had a better copy of that record. Remember I told you about polished 45's? I told you about that. That sometimes people polish the records and kind of deceive you a little bit about that. Well, that record's a polished 45. I forget, I didn't get it from the one who came up with that polishing technique, though. I forget, it was somebody in the state of Washington, I think. I forget, he used to put out a list. I don't know if it was, I think it was a set sale list. I have to find it. I found a whole bunch of the of my past purchases with some of the names. I know some of you get a kick out of the names there, you may know, but it's going back to the mid-1970s. But there you go. What a great tune that is. By request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro, the Five Keys, Marilyn Pierce on lead. And there was a Dickie Smith there also, December 1953, on the Aladdin record label. My Saddest Hour is the name of the tune for Frank Gingaro. And Frank is one of the co-hosts, together with Gordon Skagberg of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. That is on Hofstra Radio, WRHU 88.7 FM on the dial. It is on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Frank and Gordon will be live tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. So tune in to the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon. You can check it out at radiostationusa.fm. They feature original vinyl, 45's and 78's, just like Johnny G does. So tune in to the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon Skagberg on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WRHU-FM. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Saturday evening here. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, and you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. That is the best way to do it. The more subscribers I have, it keeps away the copyright police. You see, because they don't like it that I'm playing their music. They want to make money on their music. I don't. This is a labor of love for your host, Johnny G. I was going to cancel tonight, but I said I can't do that. Too many people sent me their requests, and Charlene put all that time in to research, so I said, no way are we doing that. So I'm a little bit late. So I understand if those of you have to leave, you must, but I am an hour late. But listen, Johnny G is a night owl, as some of you know that, as we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Fill a request now for Gordy Freeman. I want to thank everybody that wished me happy birthday, for your kind gifts and your kind emails and cards and Facebook comments and instant messages. Truly overwhelming, so thank you all for that, really. And, a birthday is just another year, another circle around the sun. And just listen, health is everything, I say. So as long as we are healthy, that is the main thing. And Johnny G will continue to do this as long as I can. My father was funny. He goes, what are you going to do when you're my age? I said, well, I am not making your age. So don't talk to me about your age. Okay, you just focus on what you're doing. I wish you would. But anyway, let us go to this request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. Now, this group hails from White Plains, New York. That is close to where Johnny G is. Do I have to go to White Plains? I might be in White Plains tomorrow. No, Staples is in Greenburgh, I think. But, this group is around from that area, too. But they say they're from White Plains, New York. And they won first place in their performance at the Apollo Amateur Hour. And that night, Monty Bruce was in the audience. So he was the owner of Bruce Records at the time, and he had them record, and they recorded both sides of this 45 for Monty Bruce. The tune, both sides of this, well, actually, I don't know, this side is written by the lead singer that I'm featuring. His name was Clarence Pop Gray. So this is by request for Gordy Freeman. Let's go to October of 1954. And this is an original, folks. It was Spence Wooten that sold me this original copy. The Master Tones. The Master Tones from October 54. This was a big record with the early collectors of this type of music. But this is a request for Gordy Freeman. The Master Tones on Bruce. The song is called Tell Me. This is for Gordy Freeman. Here you go.
Darling, you are the pick of my heart.
Darling, you are the flame, not the spark.
My friends, they tell me not to dream of romance. Darling, for someday you'll give me a chance. They say, oh yes, they say you love me. I've often been so blue, darling, till you came. I fell in love with you. They say, oh yes, they say, you love me. Darling, I stumbled, dearest, I fumbled, baby, I owe most there, but I knew that I was in love. Your eyes, your nose, darling, your lips, the touch of your hand. They say, oh yes, they say, you love me. They say that you love me.
Here you go. That's the sound of the Master Tones. Boy, listen, they like that. They like that tune there in the YouTube chat room there. Those are the Master Tones, October 1954, release on Monty Bruce's Bruce record label. Tell Me is the name of the tune. And what else do we have here? It says that Slim Rose was instrumental with getting Leo Rogers to purchase all of the Bruce Masters to re-release it, the 45 in 1961. They used the record sold more. Of course it sold more back in 1961 than it did originally in 1954. Johnny G here on a Saturday. We're here on Oldies and More Radio also. I don't know if I mentioned that, and I'm sorry, I apologize for being late, Oldies and More Radio, but sometimes these things cannot be avoided, but I'm glad that everybody is tuned in here to the program. Let us continue. We are in the 1954 block. Let's go out to Los Angeles, California now. Fill a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room, as this is on the Bahari Brothers Flair record label with a group named after the label. They're called the Flares. This is their 5th release. This tune co-written by the lead singer of the group at this time, Mr. Richard Berry. This was recorded October 8th of 1953. They released it in May of 54. The other members at this time were Thomas Pete Fox, Cornell Gunter, not Gunther, Gunter, I got it right, Don, Cornell Gunter, Obadiah Jesse, and Beverly Thompson. From May 1954, this is going out to Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Here's the sound of the Flares on the Flair label. It's called You Were Untrue. Here you go for Bill. Here you go, Bill.
You were untrue.
My love, and now you're gone away. I can't sleep, baby, night or day, hoping you come home. I love you so, baby, why did you have to go? Baby, 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 it's more than you know, but still you're so untrue. There's a beating in my heart, it's about to drive me crazy. Why did we part? I love you, I don't mean maybe. Well, I love you so. Baby, why did you have to go? Baby, 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 it's more than you know, but still you're so untrue. There's a my heart, it's about to drive me crazy. Why did we part? I love you, I don't mean maybe. Well, please come back to me, baby, 'cause I love you so. Maybe it's more than you know. Please stop being untrue. Oh, baby, baby, won't you please come home?
There you go. That one there by request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. I haven't played that in a long, long time, that record. I think back in 2009 or 2007, and great to hear that one again. That's the Flares, Richard Berry on lead. The Flares from May 1954 on the Flair record label, with a song entitled You Were Untrue is the name of the tune. Johnny G is true. I am not untrue. I am true. I was going to do the show. I didn't want to cancel it, so thank you all for hanging around here, and if you like what you're hearing, please give Johnny G a thumbs up. Tell your friends about it. This is the 3rd show of the week. Okay, I'll be back on this coming Wednesday with the Soul Show. That begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 to midnight. We do a little bit of overtime, like about 30 minutes or so, as long as the copyright police let me play the records. And then I will not be on this September 11th. I will not be on. And the following week, the following Thursday, Bill Obe will be my in-studio guest. So you want to tune in to my special guest. Bill Obe will be here on September 18th, 2025. That is from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he will be featuring a special program on rhythm and blues vocal groups and single artists from original studio recordings were done back in the day, but did not see the light of day until later. So some cool records that probably should have been released. But they are on vinyl, and he will be here. So mark your calendars for that. I did post it up, and then I'll be back on the following Thursday. Karen Efron will be here on with a guest spot on the November 13th, and she requested this next 45. And Karen, I think you said this is on your want list. This is not an easy record to find, I have to say. When I was kind of shocked when Spence brought this up to me, and he said to me, Johnny, do you need this record? Now, it was not cheap, I will tell you that much, okay? But it was within, Johnny G's, like, original limit that I would pay for records. So, and Spence was really great with me with the prices, I have to say. He was he negotiated with everything. He had no problem with that. He actually went back to he was selling on consignment a lot of the things, so he would go back to the dealers and said, look, Johnny wants the records here, but he'll take 2, but you got to make the price this. And he worked it out. He really, he said he liked and I would make him CDs of my shows. And he would give them, and I forget the guy from upstate New York, they would come to his house and buy records, and he would give them or lend them the CDs. And his daughter was into the music too. She really liked the music. She called me a couple times. She loved the Cardinals, I think. But anyway, and I really miss Spence. But anyway, this is for a request for listener Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. This is on Jack Bergman's Gem Records out of New York City. These records are not common by any means, anything on the Gem label. Supposedly, this group is out of Washington, D.C., and they are known as the Earls, not Larry Chance and the Earls, okay? You saw what Johnny G did there. I had to change the needle, the stylus, to a 78 stylus. This plays better with a 78 stylus. From July 1954, by request for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Earls. It features Paul Crawford on lead on the Gem record label. The song is called Believe Me, My Love. Here are the Earls for Karen Efron. Here you go. Messed that up already. Here, you see that?
Darling, you know that I love you so, and I will never let you go. My love, you're everything to me. I'm as happy as can be. Believe me, my love, my dear, you're my aches and my pain. When I hear your name, and I know you're the same. I know you're the same. Oh, darling, you know that I love you so. I shouldn't have to say anymore. I dream of you, dear, each day and each night. Holding my pillow tight. I pray that have to say anymore. I dream of you, dear, each day and each night, holding my pillow tight.
Yeah, we got to say that is a that is a collector's. Well, they used to say on the Time Capsule show, didn't they say from the collector's corner? Well, that's got to be from the collector's corner. It does. Those are the Earls with Paul Crawford on lead. That's by request for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room, July 1954. It's on the Gem record label out of New York City. Believe Me, My Love is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your disc jockey here on a Saturday evening. We are in the 1954 block. Let's fill a request for listener James Stone in our YouTube chat room. This group originated from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, first forming back in 1949, and they were a trio: Tommy Romano, Tommy Gilberto, and accordionist Phil Benty. And they were known as the Three Chuckles. And then what happened was in 1953, Phil Benty would leave the group, and they replaced him with a lead singer by the name of Teddy Randazzo. He was 15 years old at the time, and he would become the group's, or the trio's new singer. And this was the group's debut single on featuring it on the first label. This was picked up by X Records, a subsidiary of RCA Records, but it first came out on the Boulevard record label. And this one doesn't need a 78 needle. If I had another copy that's pretty worn, it didn't play well, but this one plays okay. It's a little bit crackly, but it's mint. It is. But anyway, let's go to July of 1954 by request for James Stone in our YouTube chat room. Here is Teddy Randazzo and the Three Chuckles on the Boulevard record label. That's the first press, and their tune called Run Around. This is for James Stone. Here you go.
I'll never be the one to part. You found a place here in my heart. Go have your fun, run around. I'll never leave you, I'm forever bound. The streets are noisy, I'm all alone. I sit and wait, dear, for you to phone. Go have your fun, go have your fun, run around. I've waited so long it seems. You vanished out of my dream. Maybe a new love you found. Settle down, run around. I'll never be the one to part. You found a place here in my heart. Go have your fun, go have your fun, run around. around, run around. I'll never be the one to part. You found a place here in my heart. Go have your fun. Go have your fun. Run, run,
Yeah, that's a pretty nice tune, I have to say. I remember hearing that when I used to tune in to the Don K. Reed's Doowop shop. He would play that song a lot. But there you go, by request for James Stone in our YouTube chat room. Those are the three chuckles. That's Teddy Randazzo on lead. Of course, he went on to big things during his musical career. July 1954, their debut single. It's on the Boulevard record label. You may own it on X Records, which would become Vic Records, by the way. I don't know why they did that, but there must have been a reason. Three chuckles there with Run Around. Johnny G ain't no run around, and you don't need to run around. You can tune right into the Vinyl Treasure Show on this Saturday evening. Thank you all for being here. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is our final show of the week. As we continue, let's move into the 1955 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. As this gal from Harlem, New York, she was crippled from birth, but that didn't stop her from having a successful singing career. She would sign with Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records. And well, that was like, what, 1950-something, 52 maybe, or 53. But she had 15 releases for the Savoy record label. This is her 12th release. Okay, a tune written by Charles Singleton and Rosemary McCoy. And this is by request for Chris Reed. I'll also send it out to Mark Langdale in Australia, as he likes this gal's tunes. May 1955. Let's give a listen to Veretta Dillard. Veretta Dillard on the Savoy label. It's called Promise, Mr. Thomas. This is for Chris, and we'll send it out to Mark Langdale. Here you go.
Oh, Mr. Thomas, please promise we'll never part. Oh, Mr. Thomas, please promise we'll never part. If we ever do, it's gonna break my poor heart half in two. So, Mr. Thomas, please promise we'll never part. Tell me, Mr. Thomas, tell me that your love is true. Tell me, Mr. Thomas, tell me before I give my heart to you. Hold me, Mr. Thomas, hold me. Never let me go. Hold me, Mr. Thomas,
Yeah, that's the great sound of Veretta Dillard. I think she was a great singer, I have to say, really, that she was, and I like a lot of her tunes there. That's on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records there. Veretta Dillard from May 1955, Promise Mr. Thomas. That one there going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat. I'll send it out also to Mark Langdale in Australia. Now, of course, she had other releases, other great tunes that she recorded for the Groove RCA. She's got some good ones on the Cub label, 1960 or 61 on Cub Records, and other labels too. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Let us continue here. We are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. He wants to send this tune out to Karen Efron, Frank Gingaro, and Joe Shacatano. As we go back out to California now for this great group. It's on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. Now, this group included Eugene Church, a Harold Lewis, Mel Williams, and the lead singer on this, his name is Jesse Belvin. Collectively, they were known as the Sheiks. I think they were all got together. Johnny Otis kind of said, I need you to do this recording, and I think that's what happened. This is, this tune co-written by Johnny Otis. Let's go to August of 1955 by request from Mike Sape, going out to Karen, Joe, and Frank. Here are the Sheiks on the Federal label. The song is called Sentimental Heart, the Sheiks. Here you go.
Here is a sentimental heart, a heart that longs for you. Here is love, dear, that's oh so true. Maybe someday you'll want my sentimental heart. Here is a world of devotion and burning desire. The love light is burning, my heart's on fire. Maybe someday you'll want my sentimental heart. I'll go on loving you, yeah, day after day. Oh, hoping and praying, oh dear Lord, yeah, that I'll hear you say, there's a sentimental heart, a heart that longs for you. Here is love, dear, that's oh so true. Maybe someday you'll want my sentimental heart.
Yeah, sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and that is a great tune there by request for listener Mike Sape. Sending it out to Frank Gingaro, Joe Shacatano, and Karen Efron. Reed, how do you pronounce it? It's not the Sheiks? The Sheiks? Is that how they wanted to say it? I don't know about that. That doesn't sound right. There you go, August 1955. Jesse Belvin on lead for that one on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. Sentimental Heart is the name of the tune. Johnny G has a sentimental heart, I can tell you that much, as we continue here. And we are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat. And I think David Vielma, I think you had this on your playlist also, so we'll send it out to both L.A. Arch and David Vilma as we go to the Nutmeg State. Do you know what the Nutmeg State was? Okay, it was Connecticut. They are out of New Haven, Connecticut, and this was a 45 that my aunt purchased back in the spring of, or was it the spring? Yeah, April 1955 was one of her early purchases, and I remember, but her copy has all her boyfriend's name on and it's not in great shape either. And I know that the only ones on there, it was Don, and I don't know who Don was. I know Billy. Billy was Billy Brantz of 40, I think. I don't know who Don was. But anyway, but those were her two boyfriends, and that was not in 1955. So she graduated from 61, so she had to be in junior high school, right? Yeah. She was in junior high school when she bought this 45 originally. And this is on Al Silver's Herald record label. And it's the group's debut single as the Nutmegs, okay? This was the group's biggest hit, their first of 7 for the Herald record folks. This tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Leroy Griffin. This was a big number 2 R&B hit from April 55 by request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat. And also send it out to David Vilma in the chat room. The Nutmegs with Story Untold. This is on the Herald record banner. Here you go.
She's been away. I've never had a happy day. I hope and I pray that she'll hear my plea, and maybe someday she'll come back to me. For here in my heart there's a story untold. But after all you said and done, you said we'd be as one. But darling, I found I was wrong. But what did you do right from the start? You made a fool of me, and then you broke my heart. Well, I hope and I pray that you'll hear my plea, and maybe someday she'll come back to me. For here in my heart there's a story untold. A story untold.
There you go, the sound of Leroy Griffin and the Nutmegs here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We'll call that a classic. That is a song that used to be on every compilation LP that you can think of. I think so. I think it was on the Art LeBeau put it out on the Oldies But Goodies series. I forget a whole bunch of other compilations that put it out through the years, but it is really a classic tune from 1955. Wish I had, and I'm with like Dave, Big Dave, as I never looked to upgrade the copy. I found, because I would find these in the wild, so I have multiple copies of this, and actually this record sold for a number of years later, so there are multiple variations of this record, okay, because it was played on all the oldie stations for years. But there you go for L.A. Arch and for David Vilma in our chat room. April 55, the first release by the Nutmegs on the Herald label, Story Untold. Let's continue here with the requests as we go back out to the West Coast. We just heard Jesse Belvin singing with the Sheiks on the Federal record label. Well, here he is back again. This is actually a flip side from last week. Filled a request for listener Julian McCroy, requested Jesse Belvin on Art Roop's specialty record label. Last week we featured the tune Gone. Julian also requested the flip side of the 45. This was a song that Jesse wrote with the uncredited Bobby Relf and the Laurels backing him up from April 1955. Here is Jesse Belvin on the specialty label. It's called One Little Blessing. This is going out to Julian McCroy. Jesse Belvin, here you go.
Oh, dear Lord, one little blessing is all I want. There's a love I had once long ago. And it swayed both to and fro. A love I would die for. And as of now, that love has left me sad and blue. Heavenly Father, what must I do? I've almost lost my mind. Yeah, you know. Yeah, well, now, long time ago, no other love she had. Child, within one day, I found my love was missing, and there was no love to be had. Oh, Lord, dear Lord, one little blessing is all I want. Send her back, give me one more start. Here patiently waiting. Oh, I'm waiting, patiently waiting for my love.
There you go. That's the great sound of Jesse Belvin. I'm telling you, these West Coast records are so relaxing. I have to say they are. At least to Johnny G they are. There you go. Jesse Belvin along with the uncredited Bobby Relf and the Laurels there. April 1955 release on Art Roop's specialty record label. One Little Blessing. That one there by request for listener Julian McCroy. Let's move into the 1956 block with a flipside request from last week. Featured this group called the Bop Chords last week. There's a second of three for Danny Robinson's Holiday record label for Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. The side was called When I Woke Up This Morning. The flip side here, equally as good, I have to say. And I remember hearing this on my aunt's Rumble LP on the Jubilee record label. This was the last song, I think, on side 2, if I'm not mistaken. But she would say, I remember vividly, okay, so my grandparents would go into White Plains to do shopping on Saturdays. And so, and I remember this, I do. So my grandfather he worked in General Motors. He was one of the inspectors. So what they would do is they would give them mitts, okay, like these hand mitts, and they'd have to run their hand over the paint jobs on the cars that they were making in the General Motors plant. All my grandfather and all his brothers, all his siblings, they worked in the GM plant, and even the second generation. It was like generations that worked in the GM plant, as much as like they did up in Detroit, with lots of families doing that. So anyway, so he would bring some of those home, because those mitts are good to polish your furniture. So what my grandmother told my Aunt Mary, you have to polish the furniture while we're out. And they used to have, I think this was, do you know this polish? I think it had a big HO on it. It was like, it had an odor to it, but it looked like white paste. It was a big jar. And she used to pour, I used to watch her, she used to pour it on the end tables, and then she used to like massage it in with these gloves. So in the meantime, what she would do is she had a 1955 Victrola. It was actually like a console with a TV and the drawer that would come out, and it had like a velvet turntable. And she didn't have any adapters. She was using those metal ones made up in Chicago, you know, the hard ones there. So she would put on this LP, and I remember one day, okay, because I remember all the songs, and of course the record was scratched. She sat down and tried to put the lyrics of the song down. And I remember she was writing, it was the Continental's Picture of Love. Now you got to remember, and I must have been 2 or 3 years old, but I'm telling you, it's like a vivid memory. And my mother, you can verify this, Mom, but she was writing down the lyrics of Picture of Love, and also for all the other songs that were on the LP, which I thought was pretty cool. But anyway, I don't know. That's a memory that popped into Johnny G's mind. But anyway, let's send this one out to listener Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. November 1956, the great sound of the Bop Chords here. This is the flip side of When I Woke Up This Morning. It's with Ernest Harrison on lead. The Bop Chords with I Really Love You So on the Holiday label. Here you go, Tommy, for you.
Oh yes, I love her. I really love her so. Want her. I want the world to know. Love her. Oh yes, I really love her so. Oh yes, I need her. I need her by my side this long. I know we can't divide. She's the one. She's the only one for me. Oh, I remember when I kissed her. She said, I love you. Oh, I remember when I kissed her. She said that I'll be true. Oh, yes, I love
you go. Sounds of New York City here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Bop Chords. That's the B-side to When I Woke Up This Morning. That one there with Ernest Harrison on lead. November 1956 release on the holiday label. I Really Love You So is the name of the tune. We stay in the year 1956. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. He requested this blues singer and harmonica player from Uniontown, Alabama. He was discovered by B.B. King, who had him record for his Blues Boys Kingdom record label, which was out of Memphis, Tennessee. And this was a tune written by the singer. His name is Levi Seabberry. Levi Seabberry and his orchestra from December 1956. Johnny G ain't bashful to play the blues here on the Vinyl Treasure Show for Gary McClendon. Levi Seabberry with Motherless Child Blues. Here you go, Gary, for you.
Lord, my mother died when I was just a baby boy. People, my father, I'll never know. Lord, mother died when I was just a baby boy. People, my father, I'll never know. Lord, sometime I sit down and I cry. Wonder why so many people try to do for me wrong. When my mother, she died, people, I lost the best friend I ever had. Lord, when my mother, she died and left me, you know, I lost the best friend I ever had. Lord, mother dead, now father gone. You know that's what make me feel so bad. Just one time now. Everything gonna be alright. People's sadness will turn to a smile. Yeah. Lord, I know everything's gonna be alright. You know, sadness, I swear, will turn to a smile. Lord, now that Bluebird love me so much, until now I don't feel like an old bully's child.
Yeah, blues tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know, I get so many emails that asking Johnny G to do a blues show here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I probably could. I could do that. I could probably do a rockabilly show too here on the maybe on one of the Thursday shows. if I find the time to do it. Anyway, but there you go. I like that tune there. That one there going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Levi Seabberry is his name. It's on B.B. King's Blues Boys Kingdom label, which was out of Memphis, Tennessee, December 56 release, and called Motherless Child Blues. Now, you know, the unfortunate thing about this is that not too long after this record was released, Levi would die in a car crash. In a car crash, and it was sometime in 1957. He was only 30 years old, and was unfortunate, but he left us with some great tunes, songs like that one. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Hope you're digging on the tunes. Again, you can email your disc jockey at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I got almost an hour late here, but we had an emergency air conditioning thing I had to take care of. It was I thought maybe we wouldn't need the air conditioner for the remainder of the but September's a kind of a funny month, you know, but maybe we will. We might get some warm weather still coming in. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Joe Shacatano. I think I was eating dinner. I think he said he was having a rainstorm or thunderstorm, so he was going to check it out on the archive. But we go out to Hollywood, California, to the Deb record label. Now, I've played the flip side of this before. I forget who requested it, but the intended A side of this, which I had on Demon Records, I picked this up not too long ago. It was a reasonable price. Was on Demon Records. It was by Ray Johnson and the Bystanders, and it was a song called something about a yellow. What was it? Convertible? Is it, Reed? I know you have this record, Reed. Reed has it on the original press. This is the original press, Deb Records, out of Hollywood, California. Would get picked up by Demon Records, but Joe Shacatano requested the flip side of the 45, and it features a female lead with male backing. Her name is Tina Maggan, M-A-G-I-N. Tina Maggan and the Bystanders, and this is from August of 1956. I'm featuring it on the first press, Deb, D-E-B-B Records. It's called The Power of a Prayer, okay, which works, by the way, folks. The Power of a Prayer, by request for Joe Shacatano, Tina Maggan, and the Bystanders. Here you go, Joe.
The power of a prayer can take you anywhere. For when you stop to pray, your heart feels light. For suddenly the sun
There you go. That one there by request for listener Joe Shacatano. That is not a bad record. That's a nice tune, I have to say. I've not featured that here on the program, but that is Tina Maggan and the Bystanders, August 1956 release. I featured it on the First Press Deb Records. It was also released on Demon. I guess they had better distribution, you'd have to say. It's called The Power of a Prayer is the name of the tune, and it is Power of a Prayer is very powerful. And those of you that have communicated with Johnny G, I have you in my prayers. I know, and you people know who you are. So we need to do that for a lot of the people now in this world today. We need to pray for them. We do. That things all work out well, but that is what the power of prayer can do. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, as we go to Queens, New York for this next group. And they are the Heartbeats. They signed originally with, I think, they were originally with Network Records, but then they ended up on B. Caslin's Hull record label before some of their masters were sold to George Goldner, and he put them out on the Rama record label. Of course, 1,000 Miles Away is probably the song that you know, but I think many people know a lot of the Heartbeats' great tunes, and they were a great group. This is actually the follow-up to 1,000 Miles Away. This was their second of 3 for George Goldner's Rama record label. A tune, did he write this? Charlene James Shepherd is the lead singer. This one from February 1957 here by request for Edmund Williams, The Heartbeats, James Shepherd and the Heartbeats on the Rama label. I found this one out in the wild for 25 cents from that gal that used to listen to Alan Freed. She had all these cool records, and this was one of them. The Heartbeats from February 57 for Edmund Williams. It's called I Won't Be the Fool Anymore. The Heartbeats.
You want me to love you, I don't know why. I used to love you, but you said goodbye. No, I won't be the fool. No, I won't be the fool anymore. You want me to kiss you and hang around just so I miss you when you put me down. No, I won't be the fool. No, I won't be the fool anymore. It seems so long ago since the day I found your kisses used to thrill me through and through. You taught me all I know, and you taught me oh so well that I can see exactly what you're trying to do. You want me to want me to care, just so I'll miss you when we're there. No, I won't be the fool. No, I won't be the fool anymore. No, I won't be the fool. No, I won't be the fool anymore.
That's the great sound of James Shepherd and the Heartbeats here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there by request. Whoops. For Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room, a great group out of Queens, New York. Edmund's out of Queens, New York also. There you go. Their second of three for George Golner's Rama Records. I Won't Be the Fool Anymore. That one there released in February of 1957. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Thank you all for being here. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel as we continue here. We are in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request for listener Paul Michelle, as this group hails from Sacramento, California, and the story of this group is a bit complicated, but this is the group's third release for Dootsy Williams' Duto record label. The song written by Alfred Gatewood. He was previously a member of the group who also wrote their first song called Guided Missiles, okay? And that featured Robert Truesdale on lead. Robert's also doing lead on this one. And this was a song I first heard on the Time Capsule Show. I forget who played it. Either Tom or Joe played this song on the Time Capsule Show. I wrote it down. It took many years before I found another. At first, my first copy was not clean. I think I won this one in a Don Folletti auction. I said, I got to have this clean copy. So I won it from August 57. This is the Cufflinks. The Cufflinks on the Duto record label. This is going out to Paul Michelle. The tune is called It's Too Late Now. The Cufflinks from August 57 for Paul. Here you go.
Time is running out. A new love I found. It's too late now. You and I are through. It's too late now to ever start anew. It wouldn't be the same anyhow. But darling, it's too late now. Oh, time runs out. You had your chance with me. You played around. Oh, baby, can't you see? I'll get along somehow. But darling, it's too late now. I gave you my love, all that I had. You just took it all for granted. And just because I found somebody new, now you want to get romantic. Oh, it's too late now. You and I are through. It's too late now to ever start anew. It wouldn't be the same anyhow. But darling, it's too late now. I gave you my love, all that I had. You just took my love for granted, just because I found somebody new. Now you want to get romantic. Oh, it's too late now. You and I are through. It's too late now to ever start anew. It wouldn't be the same anyhow. But darling, it's too late now. Too late
Yeah, those are the Cufflinks there. I like the Cufflinks there. That one there going out to a listener Paul Michel, that is Robert Truesdale on lead, August 1957 release there on the Duto record label. The Cufflinks with It's Too Late Now. Someone should listen to that song there and the words of that tune. But, of course, the other lead of the Cufflinks was Henry Houston. And Henry Houston, I think he went on to sing with the Raindrops and whatnot, but he was another great lead with the Cufflinks. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Let us continue here in the 1957 block. And I found a record for listener John Engstrom in California. So, and I listened to it. I was going to play it. I found that Ripples record. I said, John, and I was not going to play that. You better write down their folk song with banjo and everything else. But it looked good because I thought it was the Ripples that recorded for the Bond, because nobody knew it. But I collect the Dore label, but it's considered a label filler, okay? But this one is not, I think. And this is actually a pretty rare record. It's out of a label out of East Haven, Connecticut. Maybe Mike Sape, you've seen this. I think I got this from Al Bernard. I think he sold me this record. The members of this group were Chuck Chicalalo, Chick Leone, Tony Leone, and the lead singer of this group, his name is Joe Apuzzo, Apuzzo, no I in there. Apuzzo. Collectively, they were known as the Romans, okay? The Romans. And this is I think they had 2 releases. I have their other one, which is on the Haven label. But this is on a label called Dome Records, which is out of New Haven, Connecticut. And that's all I know. The flip side of this is actually pretty decent, a song called Magic. But John didn't have this side. So here you go, John Engstrom, 1957, The Romans. On the Dome record label, it's called I Feel So Glad. The Romans for John Engstrom. Here you go.
I feel blue.
There you go for John Engstrom. That's the sound of the Romans. Okay, the Romans there. And that one with Joe Apuzzo. Joe Apuzzo on lead. They're out of New Haven, Connecticut. East Haven? Did I say New Haven? Is that East Haven? I've got to look at that record label again. Charlene's got East Haven. Is it, Charlene? What is it? She's losing his mind here. New Haven, Charlene, not East Haven. Where's East Haven, Connecticut, Charlene? I don't know. 1957, the Romans there on Dome Records. I Feel So Glad is the name of the tune. Johnny G does feel glad. I apologize for being late, though. So I understand if you have to go to sleep, but we'll continue here with the Vinyl Treasure Show. And let's fill a request now for, it's a flip side request. Charlene, I don't know if that's who I played this for. Sun Record Fan? I don't recall that. But last week I featured the videos, okay, the videos on the Casino record label with Trickle Trickle, and this week I think it was Paul Greco and Daryl Letts. I think you requested the flip side, and maybe Gary Spring in Canada requested the flip side here from July 1958, and this is a great ballad here. Okay, the videos here. Ronald Cussey is the lead singer, and I remember hearing this on the Gus Gossard show. He played both sides of this 45, so we'll send it out to Paul Greco, Daryl Letts, and Gary Spring. The videos on the Casino label. It's called Moonglow, You Know, from July 1958. Here you go.
Moonglow, 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 moonglow. Where is she tonight? You know, I love her so. Didn't treat her right. I know. Tell me what I must know.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is such a great record there, that great ballad there by the videos. And that one there going out to Daryl Letts, Paul Greco, and Gary Spring, July 58, the flip side of Trickle Trickle, song entitled Moonglow, You Know is the name of the tune. I'll show you the label, you collectors out there. This is the true first press of the Casino label without distributed by Gone, as George Golner got involved with this label immensely to distribute it nationally. And I don't know nationally if this record charted nationally. It definitely was a record played on the East Coast here on many of the cities on the East Coast. Moonglow, you know. We know Johnny G here on a Saturday as we continue here. Finally found this record. I think it was someone by the name of Ed Nad requested this in one of the chat rooms a couple weeks back, but I was looking for it. My mother found this record today. She found it. She was on a mission. She knows what records to pull out, and she was putting them in piles, and she found a lot of the records today. So I was looking for that Donald Woods record. I forget which one it was. It was his, I think, his second record or third record on the Flip label. I couldn't find it, so I said, "Ma, you got to find these records here." And then there was one for Graylin that I was looking for, and I couldn't find it. So then I came upstairs. I said, "Charlene, I'm scrambling for a record for Graylin." Then I found he had a good one on his list, so that'll be coming up in the 59. It's a rare one too, Graylin, that you requested. But this is a request for Ed Nad, and I didn't know anything about this record. I bought it from Mike Demersion at one of the record shows I went to, and one of the tri-state ones that I would attend. This singer on the Celestial label, Celestial Records, which is out of Seattle, Washington, and his name is Joseph P. Thomas. Now, but he recorded as under the alias Joel Boot. Now, that is a made-up name if I ever heard one. Joel Boot, B-O-O-T, okay? And the Fabulous Winds, okay? And he co-wrote this tune with band leader on this record, Floyd Standifer. Floyd Standifer and his band are backing him up. And he's also playing the saxophone on this. Good, that's very good, Charlene. June 1958, by request for Ed Nad, Joel Boot, and the Fabulous Winds on the Celestial label. It's called Rock and Roll Radio. Here you go for Ed.
I got a rock and roll radio. I take it with me everywhere I go. The chicks are yelling, well, here comes Joe with the rock and roll radio. These jockeys are well and back, playing rock and roll by the stack. I really dig it, I love it so. My rock and roll radio. Rock and roll radio. Rock and roll radio. All around the world today, rock and roll is all they play. One day I took it to the rodeo. Cowboys had to stop the show. Wild horses wouldn't buck no more. They stopped to listen to the radio. Rock and roll radio. My rock and roll radio. Cats are jumping up and down. Chicks are spinning round and round. I got a rock and roll radio. I bought it down at the hi-fi store. I take it with me everywhere I go. My rock and roll radio. Rock and roll radio. My rock and roll radio. Got ice cream and soda pop. Hope the music never stop. Radio Blues. Just in time for the news.
There you go. That one there by request for Ed Nad, June 1958 release there for Joel Boot and the Fabulous Winds on the Celestial label. It's called Rock and Roll Radio. Did you own a rock and roll radio? Johnny G did. I can tell you that much. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. This group formed in Dallas, Texas back in 1955. First recording as the Five Notes on the Chess record label. A great two-sided 45. Park Your Love is one side. I forget the other side. But then on the, we just heard a record on B.B. King's Blues Boys Kingdom. They had a release there as the Five Stars. And the first press of that comes out as Millard Lee, which I do have, but Johnny G's a completist, as many of you know. But this brings us to Daniel's request, which is on Tommy Flieger's Jan record label. And they would change their name once again to the Five Masks, okay? So first is the Five Notes, okay? And then as the Five Masks, and, the Five Stars, and then the Five Masks. And this features Al TNT Bragg's on lead from April 1958, going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. The Five Masks on the Jan record label. I don't know if this came on Jane, because Jan became Jane. I don't know why they, or Jane became Jan. I don't know which one. That doesn't sound right. But it's the Five Masks with Forever and a Day. This is for Daniel Kubacki. Here you go. That one there going out to listener Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Five Masks. The Five Masks on the Jan record label. Forever and a Day is the name of the tune. Came out in April of 1958. That's Al TNT Bragg's on lead. He would go on to have some cool soul releases, I think, on the Peacock record label possibly. But the Five Masks there with Forever and a Day is the name of the tune. As we continue now, let's do a flip side request here from last week, as I featured this group from Atlanta, Georgia, called the Cashmeres with a K on the Wonder record label with the side called Heaven Only Knows. That was by request for listener Chris Reed, a great tune there. And Darrell Letts requested the flip side of the 45. This is on Bill Lowry's Wonder Records, which was out of Atlanta, Georgia. And this is the Cashmeres with a K. It features Dodd Hicks on lead from September 58. The Cashmeres with Tony Barcia likes this record too, by the way. Song entitled Tippy Tippy Wang Wang. This is going out to listener Darrell Letts in our YouTube chat room. The Cashmeres.
Wang, wang, wang.
There you go. That one there going out to listener Daryl Letts. That's a great two-sided 45, I have to say. I can't remember. I think I heard that probably on the R&B Review. I forget who played it, but they used to play that on the collector shows when I used to tune in. Didn't know much about anything, but that's a cool tune. The Cashmeres, that's Dodd Hicks on lead. I think that's their last single on the Wonder label, September 58, Tippy Tippy Wang Wang. Johnny G is your tippy disc jockey for a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You got to sign into YouTube, though. You got to create an account. You can make up a name. Everybody's got aliases there. Some do not. Some have their real name. But you can pick an alias, as some people don't want to be known. But that is okay. But we all love the music here as we continue here. And let's send this one out to listener Jack Saperstein. Jack, did you have this on an original? We spoke about it, and I'm wondering if you always wanted this record or you had it. I don't know, because Jack is, it's great talking to Jack Saperstein about the music it is. And he might be my senior listener here to the program. And this group out of the Bay Area of California, this is on the Kappa Rex Incorporated label. And I bought this many years ago from Mike Demersion. The label's out of Berkeley, California. The group is called the El Domingos. Okay, and this is the B-side. I think it says it on the label here. This is the intended B-side of the 45. The tune is written by the lead singer of the group. His name is, wait a second, Charlene. His name is what? Young? Y-O-U-N-G? Is that, oh, I can't find his first name. Okay, that's me. I wrote this. Opal Nations, in his article about Opal Nations, I used to listen to Opal Nations. He used to be a guest on Rockin' Jim Rigsby's show out on KPOO. And I used to listen to Rockin' Jim Rigsby. He used to send me, he used to do specials on labels, and he would send them to me. And we would talk from time to time. He even used to call up his show on a Monday evening and request a record. It was always great talking to Rockin' Jim. But Opal Nations, he would have him on as a guest when he would have like a specials. He would feature like the best of Delphi or the best of whatever label. And he'd play some really obscure record tunes. But Opal Nations has an article about the Sputniks and does not... wait a minute, does not say they became this group, but a member of the group, Curtis Staton, did join the El Domingos, okay? So anyway, but they're probably different groups, but a member of that Sputniks did join this group. Let's go to April of 1958 for the El Domingos by request, special request for Mr. Jack Saperstein, the El Domingos with Evening Bells on the Kappa Rex Incorporated label. Here you go.
Evening bells sings a song so gay, and someday you see they remind me of you, remind me of you. One night last They remind me of evening bed.
There you go. That group called the El Domingos. El Domingos on the Kappa Rex Incorporated label. That used to be like a big in-demand record with the early collectors back in the early 1960s. That's April 1958. Released the El Domingos for a Jack Saperstein. It's called Evening Bells is the name of the tune. Johnny G had late Evening Bells here, so thank you all for sticking around and hanging around the Vinyl Treasure Show. We're here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube as we continue here. And let's fill a request now for listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. This is the only release for this group out of Richmond, Virginia, and in the June 30, 1958 edition of a Billboard magazine, there's a blurb that Arrow Records, a subsidiary of Bow Records, announced it signed 2 acts from Richmond, Virginia, managed by WANT disc jockey Bill Gibbons. Now, the acts were Dora Tapp. Okay, now she's got a release on the Arrow label, and what she's backed up by, is it the Pretenders that back her up on that, I think, which I do have. And this group called the Chuckalucks, okay, and they say they were assigned to Bow Records. I think eventually, Wayne Sterling secured the rights to this song and put it out on his Candlelight record label. I forget the year. Bill Obe will have the year, but this is from October of 1958, and it's a request for listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. These are the Chuckalucks on the Bow record label. It's called Heaven Knows, parentheses, I Love You So. The Chuckalucks. Here you go. Big Dave.
Heaven knows I love you.
Heaven knows I love you, the angels do too. But darling, I wonder, do you? Oh, darling, please say it's me you adore.
You I adore.
The stars how they twinkle and sparkle at night. The moon, yes, it glows so yellow and bright. Oh, darling, please say it's me you adore. Your letters were so sweet and gay. But darling, I'm blue since you went away. Yes, I love you, darling. Want you for my own. Oh, darling, I love you. Oh, heaven knows I love you. The angels do too. But darling, I wonder, do you? Oh, darling, please say it's me you adore. Please say it's you.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Chuckalucks. That's a great record, I have to say. I like that record, always did. And October 1958 release. And Mike Sape mentions that Wayne Sterling put it out on Candlelight 424 back in 1963. Wow. How old was Wayne back in 1963? He was young. And the Chuckalucks there on the Bow record label, Heaven Knows, parentheses, I Love You So, is the name of the tune. Heaven knows that hopefully you're digging on the cool tunes here with Johnny G on a Saturday evening. Tell your friends about this program you're watching. Hopefully you're watching Johnny G on your big screen TV. And also maybe on your tablet or maybe on your Android or your iPhone or your PC as we continue here on a Saturday evening. We are in the 1958 block. This is the biggest block, folks. Once we get past this, then there's not many records to go. Let's fill a request now for listener Kid Kilowatt. Okay, this group out of Long Island, New York, they had 8 releases for Lou Fargo's Fargo record label out of New York City. Now, the A side of this was a big hit for the group, probably the biggest hit for the label, a song called You, as done by a group called the Aquatones, and that featured a female lead. Her name was Lynn Dixon. Now, Kid Kilowatt requested the flip side of that tune, and it has the male lead of the group. He was a member, Dave Goddard. He is doing lead on this, produced by Lou Fargo, arranged by Chris Towns from February 58. This is going out to Kid Kilowatt, the Aquatones on the Fargo label. It's called She's the One for Me. This is for Kid Kilowatt. Here you go.
Well, she's my baby, my one and only, and I love her so. She's my baby, yes, her real. Don't mean baby, she's for me. When her lips are close to mine, well, she makes me feel so fine. She's the one for me. Words can't tell how I feel when my head starts to reel. Well, she puts me in a trance. All I do is make romance. She's the one for me. Well, she's a sweet little mama with big blue eyes, a smile that puts me in a paradise, a thing that's made for me to hold, and a love for me that never will grow cold. I know I'm right when I say it. Our love grows stronger every day. She's as sweet as she can be. She kisses away my misery. She's the one for me. Well, she's a sweet little mama with big blue eyes, a smile that puts me in a paradise, a finger that's made for me to hold, and a love for me that never will grow cold. I know I'm right when I say it. Our love grows stronger every day. She's as sweet as she can be. She kisses away my misery. She's the one for me. She's the one for me. She's the one for me. She's the one for me.
There you go. That one there by request for Kid Kilowatt. Kid Kilowatt. Wow, disconnected on the Oldies and More stream. That was odd. Those are the Aquatones. Aquatones. That's the B side or the flip side, I'll say. I don't know. Was this the intended A side? I don't know if that was the A side. Maybe they were pushing that side. I don't know. I got to check. But February 1958, by request for Kid Kilowatt, those are the Aquatones on the Fargo record label. She's the One for Me. That's Dave Goddard. He's the lead singer on that tune. Let us continue here. We still got a few more to go in the year 1958. Let's fill a request now for listener Tom Shaughnessy as we head out to Los Angeles, California. And I played the flip side of this for Tom last week or the week before, I think, a song called Why Don't You Answer. He also requested the flip side of this. This is the group's first of two on the Flip record label, written by two members of the group. One was Leo Alexander, and the other was the lead singer on this tune. His name is Douglas T. Baker. Now, this is a cover song. Charlene didn't know this. This song was first done by, wait a minute. Was it the, wait a minute. I don't know if it was the Crystals that did it first. I have to go back, because I did put it on another write-up here. Well, this isn't the original, so Charlene, you're going to have to go check and see who did this first. I think it was the Crystals on the Aladdin record label. Maybe I might not be right, but I thought it was. But I played it by the DeVilles, because I played it by the DeVilles for David Vielma. Okay, but I think it was first done by a girl group called the Crystals. But let's give a listen to this rendition as done by the Maharajas. Maharajas from February 58 on Flip Records. Their rendition of the tune, I Do Believe. This is going out to Tom Shaughnessy. Here you go.
Boom, boom, boom. I do believe.
I do believe the Lord above created you for me to love. He picked you out from all the rest because he knew I'd love you best. Oh, I do believe. I really do believe. There Lord above created you for me to love. He picked you out from all the rest because he knew I'd love you best. Once had her heart that way and gay, but now it's blue since you went away. Take care of it, whoa, just as I have, for you have two and I've none. If I get to heaven before you there, I'll write your name on the golden stairs, so that all the angels in heaven may see. My darling, oh darling, just what you mean to me. Believe the Lord above created you for me to love. He picked you out from all the rest because he knew I'd love you. I do believe. I really do
Yeah, that is a nice tune. That is a nice rendition of that tune there. That one there going out to you, Tommy. Tommy Shaughnessy. That's the sound of the Maharajas. Maharajas there. Douglas T. Baker on lead, February 1958. On the Flip record label, their rendition of the tune, I Do Believe, is the name of the tune. I found that, bought that from Mike Layton for like 25 cents many, many, many years ago when I first started collecting. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Copyright Police came out on that record. Well, they're going to go away with this next record because they're not going to have a clue about it, because this is a Collector's Corner record coming up here. I think it's out of Philadelphia, and I got this out of Greg's collection. And I didn't know the record. I wasn't sure about it, but it's a very rare record, and he didn't have such a clean copy of it. And I used to talk to Greg quite often about rare records, and this was one of them. I think it was, I played this maybe a couple years ago, or when I first got it. Bob Bosco made a comment about it. He said, "You got this record?" And I said, "Yeah." And so we're going to send this one out to Bob Bosco, who listens to the Vinyl Treasure show with Johnny G. But I don't know anything about this group. Maybe, Bob, you have some information about them, but they're called the Van Kirks. Vankirks, the Van Kirks, and it's on the Flame record label, Flame. It was released in December of 1958. So let's give it a spin here. We'll send it out to Bob Bosco, the Van Kirks, with I Don't Want You, the Van Kirks. Here you go.
Love. I don't want you to hold me. If, darling, you just hold me, to keep your arms from wishing for your lost love. I may be a fool in the ways of the world, but I know when a heart isn't true. You have all my love, tell me sweet little things you tell me, unless the things you tell me are all true, my love. I may be a fool in the ways of the world, but I know when a heart isn't true. You have all my love, but it's still not enough. Why can't you love someone new? I don't want you to tell me sweet little things you tell me, unless the things you tell me are all true, my love, are all true, my love.
A group called the Van Kirks. The Van Kirks there. It's on a label called Flame Records, which I think is out of Philadelphia. We'll send that one out to Bob Bosco. December 58 release. I Don't Want To. Is that what it is? No, I Don't Want You. I don't want to. I Don't Want You is the name of the tune. Johnny G does want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let us continue here. And we got two more from the year 1958. Let's fill a request now for Liam Savoy in Australia. We go to Leo Rogers and Sid Arky's All-Star label, which was out of New York City. And for this group called the Kingsmen. And this is the same group that recorded for the Neil record label. And this is another release by them. And it's from February of 1958. Tune written by Alice Edwards, Hal Gordon, and Dorian Burton. Let's give a listen to the Kingsmen on the All-Star label for Liam Savoy. It's called Guardian Angel, the Kingsmen. Here you go, Liam.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
Whisper, guardian guardian angel into her ear for me. Tell her I was meant for her and she was meant for me. Whisper, guardian angel, please make her understand that she's the one I'm dreaming of. Her love I must demand. Make her forget the other, wherever she may go. Let her only think of me, for I love her so. My guardian angel, I'll leave it all to you. Let her heart be just for me, and you make my dreams come true.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
There you go. Who's whispering to Johnny G? I don't know, but there you go. The Kingsmen there going out to Liam Savoy in Australia. February 1958 release on the All-Star record label. I only know 2 releases on this All-Star label. The other one is by a group called The Performers, a great 45 on that label. Guardian Angel is the name of the tune. The Kingsmen. We are in the 1958 block. Let's go back out to Oakland, California this time. Fill a request for listener Timothy. Now, this group, they were performing in the Bay Area. They met up with Wally Cox. He was to become the agent for the group and got them to record for the TV record label, Teevee Records, and they put out this single. It came out in the California area. It would get picked up on the East Coast by Joe Carlton's Carlton label. Now, I'm playing the TV release, which was a number 6 record on KWBR in Oakland, California. It features Maury Williams. Maury Williams, he's the lead singer of the group. This is from July of 1958 for Timothy. Maury Williams and the Kids on the TV label. It's called You Are My Girlfriend. This is for listener Timothy. Here you go.
Are
You know, those lyrics in there sounds, I think that was Sylvester Stewart. You used some of the lyrics in this tune here on his A Long Time Alone. Just sounded that way to Johnny G. But there you go. That's Maury Williams and the Kids. That one there by request for listener Timothy, July 1958 release on the TV record label. It plays a little better on the Carlton record label, but that is a nice clean copy of that 45. Are You My Girlfriend is the name of the tune. Now their second release, okay, after this, is much harder to find a 45 on the Luck label. Time Runs Out, but they play horrible, those records, they do. But anyway, but it's a great tune. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for listener David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. And this is, these are the Sharps here. Okay, the Sharps. This record issued multiple times. And originally, this record came out on the Tag label. Let me see here. Tag Records, which was out of Hollywood, California. And this would get picked up by Leonard Chess's Chess record label, but what they did is they cut off the beginning. Okay? Now, I was like, what do I got 2 copies of this record for? Because I had another copy on the Tag label, you see. I had 2. So I played this one, and I said, well, wait a minute. I thought the Tag had the intro wasn't cut off, but no, this Tag has the intro cut off. I was like, well, what's with that? Because I only thought that the Tag release had the full intro, but no, not all the Tag releases have the beginning, the intro. And I think what happened with it, why they cut it off, was because something is like distorted a little bit in the beginning of the record. The record's rough as it is when you play it. And the same thing on the chess press that I have on the promo. But anyway, so let's give it a spin first in the original way that it came out. And the group is called The Sharps. Now, the lead singer on this, his name is Carl White. He's doing lead on this. Three members of this group previously recorded with the Lamplighters on Federal. That was Carl White, Al Frazier, and John Sonny Harris. And, of course, this group would later become the Rivingtons, later on, like in 1961 or 62. But let's give it a spin here. The Sharps, Carl White and the Sharps from January 58 on Tag Records. This is for David Vielma. This is with the intro. We'll hear it through, and then I'll play a little bit what they cut off both on the Chess and this Tag release. Here you go. The Sharps. It's called 6 Months, 3 weeks, and parentheses, 2 days and an hour. This is for David Vielma. Here you go.
and you promised me I would love, see 6 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, and an hour. God, watch over this love.
There you go. The sound of the Sharps here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. That is Carl White on lead. Very distinctive voice for Mr. Carl White. 6 months, 3 weeks, parentheses, 2 days and an hour. January 58 release. Featured it on the Tag label, okay? And this is the extended version of this. Okay, well, it's not extended. It just has an intro. Okay, let's hear the intro again just a little bit so you can hear it again. But there's something messed up in the beginning. Maybe they thought we got to cut that out. But this is with the intro again. Here, listen. Okay, so you heard that. Now listen to it on this Tag release, okay? This is another Tag. I didn't think that the Tag, I thought all the Tags had the intro, but this one doesn't have it. You see, they cut it off. I think they cut it off because it wasn't recorded correctly. I think that's the reason why they did that. But the chess release does the same thing. So if you own it on chess, you're going to hear the same thing. The intro's cut off for some reason, but because I think that it was kind of like over-modulated or something like that. But anyway, there you go. Great tune, though. Either way, the Sharps go for David Vielma. Let's move into 1960 now. Well, actually, we're in 1959, but this record was released in 1960. And this is a request for listener Casey Hines. This is actually a B-side. And what the Drifters sometimes did is they put earlier releases as flip sides to their hits, you know. So I don't know what it was. Maybe they didn't want to. They wanted to push one side. I don't know. But the hit side of this was a great record. A song called This Magic Moment, but Casey Hines requested the flip side of this, and it was recorded in March 6th of 1959, released as the B-side to This Magic Moment, which came out in January of 1960. Okay, this features Charlie Thomas on lead, and also with Ellsbury Hobbs. You're going to hear the bass on this. This is released in January of 60, recorded in early March 1959. The Drifters on Atlantic for listener Casey Hines in Paris. The song is called Baltimore. Here you go.
Well, I'm looking for my girl. I wonder where can she be?
to England, France, and Spain. I searched around from Memphis to Maine. I'm sitting here alone, all for me. I wonder, where can she be?
Well, I'm looking for my girl. I wonder where did she go? Yes, I'm looking for my girl. I wonder where did she go? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, she's somewhere waiting for me.
Yeah, man, I can't find that. Go.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to listener Casey Hines in Paris. That's the sound of the Drifters. The Drifters, released in 1960, recorded in 59. That is Charlie Thomas on lead. The Drifters with a song entitled Baltimore. The Copyright Police came out on there. No, Big Dave Swinger. Back to the tag record. No. Different... The one that had the long intro has a delta of 19707, and it says something else in the dead wax here on this one. It says, let me see, I can't see it. It's like, well, maybe that's the guy's name. Maybe somebody put their name in here. Santora. That must be the guy who owned it. Must have put his name in there. But definitely a different delta number, because that one, the other one, is much later. The other delta on this is number 20833. So that's you know, this is some later press or whatever. But so they did change it. Anyway, as I babble on here. But anyway, there you go. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for Grayland, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat as we go to the World Pacific label. This label is out of Los Angeles, California, and they are styrene. I hate styrene 45's. Okay, but I'm betting this group, though, they're not out of California. They're out of Chicago. That's Johnny G's gamble. Not that I'm gambling anymore. But the writer of the song is Willie Crowley. He was a member of the Belvederes that recorded for the Trend record label. So who knows? Maybe he was a member of this group. But this is a request for listener Grayland in our YouTube chat room. The group is called The Uniques. The Uniques from September 59 on World Pacific. The song is called That's Love. This is for Grayland, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. Here you go.
That's love. Your heart real love, that's love.
There you go, by request for Graylin in our YouTube chat room. That is a tune that the late George Doowop Tompkins turned Johnny G onto. That's not an easy record to find. It is not. The Uniques on the World Pacific record label, September 1959. That's Love is the name of the tune. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, we are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. This group, well, I should say the lead singer, he's originally from Waco, Texas, and he began his career as the lead vocalist of the Charioteers. Okay, they got lots and lots of releases, and they got together while at Wilberforce University in Ohio. And he also, after he left the Charioteers, he formed his own group, called them the Billy Williams Quartet, with releases on MGM and also on the Mercury record label. And then he just went solo releases, and this is a solo effort by him. His 20th release on the Coral record label, this tune written by Jesse Stone, first done by Otis Williams and the Charms. They recorded this first in 1958 on Deluxe Records. But let's give a listen to this version as done by Billy Williams. This is by request for Oldies fan in our YouTube chat room. March 1959, Billy Williams on the Coral label, and his rendition of the tune Red Hot Love. Billy Williams for Joseph Smith.
Well, this love is a red hot love. You're my queen. You come on like a kissing machine. This love is a red hot love. When you squeeze, I get weak like it's melting my knees. So smooth, so quiet. Still you're one woman ride. No love could ever tire it. Sweet desire, great balls of fire. Ooh, and it's love. It's a red hot love. Feels so good. In your arms I would live if I could. Red hot love. Is a red hot love. You're my queen. You come on like a kissing machine. It's love. Is a red hot love. When you squeeze, I get weak like it's melting my knees. So smooth, so quiet. Still you're one woman ride. No love could ever tire it. Sweet desire, get balls of fire. Ooh, it is love. It's a red hot love. Feels so good. In your arms I would live if I could. Red hot love.
There you go, by request for Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Billy Williams. Johnny G losing his mind here, folks. Billy Williams there on the Coral record label, March 1959. His rendition of the Otis Williams and the Charms tune, Red Hot Love, is the name of the tune. Johnny G's show is red hot. I think if it is red hot for you, you should consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is our third show of the week. I'll be back on Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. for the Soul Show from 9 to midnight right here on YouTube, also on Oldies and More Radio. No Thursday show this week. Bill Obe will be my in-studio guest on the 18th of September, and then I'll be back on Saturday evening with more of your requests from the 50s and early 60s. We play the music by year. We are in the year 1959. Let's fill a request now for listener Don Costco, as this gal, I don't know anything about this gal, but it's her first release, came out on the Atco record label. This tune written by Jimmy and Ronnie Isle. I've seen them before. I think even releases, I think, by Ronnie Isle. I think I have on, what is that, Everest Records or some other labels too. But she had two later releases on the Image label. This one's on the Atco label. It's from October 1959. I guess we can call it a teen sound with group. Her name is Jane Benson. Jane Benson on the Atco label for Dan Costco. It's called Growing Up from October of 1959. Here you go.
Was my own, and when he walked away beside someone new, it broke my heart in two. It broke my heart in two. It's just a part of growing up. You can forget if you try. But if this is a part of growing up, I'd rather die. Oh, I'd rather die. So close in my arms, for I had his love and had all his charms. I know I loved him, 'cause he was so fine. Another I'll never find, never find. Another I'll never find. It's just a part of growing up. You can forget if you try. But if this is a part of growing up, I'd rather die. Oh, I'd rather die.
There you go, Teen Tunes here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to a listener, Daniel Costco, in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Jane Benson and a group backing her up, group or chorus backing her up, October 1959 on the Atco record label. Growing Up is the name of the tune. No fun getting old is what they should have. Should we do a song called Getting Old Is No Fun? I guess. But anyway, let us continue here. And one more from the year 1959. We go to Brooklyn, New York now with a request for listener Emnon. This is this group's only release. The members of this group included George Winters, Vic Guzman, Sonny Pastano, and Andy Maraglia, and lead singer Costi Giovanelli. Okay, collectively they were known as the Blendairs, Blendairs, no E, right? Yeah. And this is on the Tin Pan Alley record label. It came out in late 1959. The Blendairs with My Love Is Just For You. This is going out to listener Emnon. Here you go.
Like the wind, I love it like the wind. And never cease to blow and love for you, my darling. Will never cease to blow and darling, if they tell you my love will be untrue.
There you go, Doowops here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. What is that? Jack Covias, Covais, Covias. Is that how you say that? Tin Pan Alley Records. They got some great. There's some early sides on the Tin Pan Alley label that are pretty good. By the Mellow Harps, I think. But there you go, the Blendaires for that one, 1959, by request for listener Amnon. My Love Is Just For You. And that is a doo-wop there. And we got one more. Well, actually, we are in the year 1960 here. And let's fill a request for Adrian Viterbo. So, Adrian, there are a couple, or maybe there's more than a couple of renditions of this tune that Adrian requested. Originally, I think this song came out in 1960 out of California on the Dynamic record label. Now, this group is called, it's Henry Strogan and the Crowns. Okay, this record issued in 1960, and then they would, I think he re-recorded this without a group, and then they put it out again like in 1963 on the Ball label, with a group again. So I think that's how it went. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play two of them back to back. And I don't know, listen closely, because maybe it's the same song and they just overdubbed the voices, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, and the titles are slightly different. When it first came out, this song was called Why Do You Go Away? That doesn't sound right. And then on the 63 release that I'll play after it, it says Why Did You Go Away? Which I think is the correct title. But up first is the first way it came out in October of 1960 on the Dynamic label. It's called, it's by Henry Strogan and the Crowns. Now, interesting thing is, when I bought this record, Greg had two copies of it. Of course, the flip sides were different. I took one. I probably should have taken them both, because I think the other one is the harder one. Who was to know? I listened to it and I didn't like the song, so I took the better one, is what I did. But maybe I made a mistake. But anyway, let's give it. I'm going to play them back to back, so you can tell me which one you like better. And Adrian, which one you were talking about, okay? So up first, October 60, and then the 1963 re-release. Henry Strogan and the Crowns. Why Do You Go Away first, and then Why Did You Go Away? This is for Adrian Viterbo. Here you go. So there you go, Adrian. I think Adrian probably requested, I think he mentioned in the chat room, the second one, okay, which came out in 1963, of course. But earlier you heard, it was maybe a little bit in the background they were, the group. The group was more up front here with the second one. That's Henry Strogan and the Crowns. And yes, Big Dave, Henry Strogan and the Crown on the second. There was a typo. They left off the S. But Why Do You Go Away was the first title. And the second title is Why Did You Go Away? But I think they're singing Why Did You Go Away? So it was a mistake on the typo there. But there you go. Those are going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Let us continue here. One more from the year 1960. Let's fill a request for listener Delwood Jeff. Cannot take requests late. Late on Saturday to pull the records out for this program. No way. Cannot do that. You really should get me your request as early as possible so I have time to look for the records. I'm going to have a little bit more time to look for the Soul 45's because I'm not preparing for a Thursday afternoon show with that Relic Countdown Part 4. But I'll be back the week. Well, I won't be back for 2 weeks because Bill O will be here on that Thursday, the 18th. But gives me some time to go through some of the boxes in the basement to look for those late 60s, early 70s releases. But let us continue here and fill a request for Delwood Jeff. He requested this group out of Asbury Park, New Jersey. They first recorded back in 1959 for the Most record label. Then they did 3 on Jervis Tillman's Vibro Records, which was out of Belmar, New Jersey. And Jeff requested their first of 3. Now, this is the intended A side of the 45. I normally play the flip side, a great ballad on the flip side called My Heart. But this was the intended A side. So how many of you out there have yellow ties? I don't think I ever wore yellow tie. Maybe I bought a yellow tie with designs in it, but I never wore a solid yellow tie. And I used to have to wear ties back in the day when I started working in 1980 in the corporate America. You had to get dressed up with suits. I had to buy a suit. I had to buy ties. I had to buy wingtip shoes. I had to buy all this stuff. They were white shirts. Okay, then I kind of gravitated out a little bit with other different colors. But it wasn't until it was much later that they said, oh, we're going to have dress down Fridays. And I had people that worked for me, okay, some of the girls that came in. I said, when they said dress down Fridays, they didn't mean that you need to come to work in your pajamas. I said, so one of my managers, she came to me, she says, Johnny, she says, did you see, and they were in AP, she was in charge of accounts payable. I said, what are you coming to work for those are pajamas you have on. Can't come to work with pajamas. We have executives that come here walking through the building, and I don't want them to see if you come here on a Saturday, I don't care if you wear your bathing suit. So if you come in, sometimes they would have to come in on Saturday to process the I don't know if it was payroll or the check runs or whatever it was. So someone would have to go in and do this. But Fridays, when it said dress down, I had to wear collar shirts, okay? I had to wear collar shirts, couldn't wear sneakers, you couldn't wear jeans. Then they switched it, and then they went on they were wearing jeans and ripped jeans, no less. So I said, you can't do this. If you want to come in on Saturday, I don't care what you wear. You can wear your short shorts if you want, but not during the week or not on a Friday when we have executives and people coming in to the business. That's what I said to my staff. But anyway, call me hard, but I was. But anyway, this is going out to Delwood Jeff, the V8s. The V8s from December 1960 on the Vibro label, and their dual leads on this, Roosevelt T. McDuff and Del Goggins. They're singing on this one. It's called Papa's Yellow Tie. This is for Delwood Jeff. Here you go.
Papa with a great big stick. Oh, mama, 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 oh, mama, Papa, Papa, oh, mama, oh, Papa, don't you fuss and fight. The neighbors will be talking and it just ain't right. Mama, 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 I'll tell you no lie. It was me who got the lipstick on Papa's yellow tie. Mama didn't hear one word I said. She was busy swinging at her Papa's set. I was moving faster than a ping pong ball. At the time, Mama couldn't see him at all. I can't remember Mama ever being so mad. If Papa had a slip, it would have been too bad. Lucky all that she was in was his please. If she had connected, she'd have knocked him to his knees. Oh, Mama, 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 oh, Papa, 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 oh, Mama, oh, Papa, don't you fuss and fight. The neighbors will be talking and it just ain't right. Mama, 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 I'll tell you no lie. It was me who got the lipstick on Papa's yellow tie. I wore Papa's dirty yellow tie one night. I got some lipstick on and hold a Betty Jean tight. That girl, she's got a purple kiss. Who'd have thought her lips could cause all this? Everybody there could see the Papa had plans. Mama couldn't catch him, he was much too fast. All at once she stopped and her face got red. She turned to me and asked, what was that you said? I said, oh, Mama, 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 oh, Mama, Papa, 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 oh, Mama, oh, Papa, don't you fuss and fight. The neighbors will be talking and it just ain't right. Mama, 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 I'll tell you no lie. It was me who got the lipstick on Papa's yellow tie.
Well, that is a pretty cool novelty tune, really. Anyway, there you go. That one there going out to Delwood Jeff. Those are the V8s. Wow, I could have had a V8, right? The V8s from December 1960 on the Vibro record label. Papa's Yellow Tie. I didn't have any yellow ties. I used to like the designs, though, you know, like those old style design ties. I must have about 200 down in my... Anybody need a tie? As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, let's move into 1961 now. Fill a request for listener Chuck Mitchell in our YouTube chat room. This group is out of McKeesport, Pennsylvania. This is probably the hardest 45 to find on Lenny Martin and Lou Guarino's World record label. This label, World Records, would evolve into World Artists Records. And maybe you own like Reparata and the Delrons on the World Artists label, a couple other groups out of the Pittsburgh area. But this is a wonderful ballad. It features Bob Gaynor on lead from September of 1961. This is going out to Chuck Mitchell in our YouTube chat room. The group is called The Pennants. The Pennants on the World label, Pennants, and the song is called Don't Go. This is for Chuck Mitchell. Here you go, Chuck.
Why must you go? Why must you leave me? What's made you cry? Why must you grieve me? Don't go, baby. Don't do the words goodbye. Don't say goodbye. We made a vow to
Yeah, that's a great tune there out of McKeesport, Pennsylvania. What's that, a suburb of Pittsburgh, maybe? Those are the Pennants, Pennants. I'll have my Cincinnati Bengals pennant tomorrow. September 1961, that's on the World Record label. That one they're going out to Chuck Mitchell in our YouTube chat room. That's Bob Gaynor. He is the lead singer on that. Don't Go is the name of the tune. Johnny G not going yet. We're going to go in a few more records, though. Let's move into 1962 now. Fill a request for listener Gary Spring in Canada, as this group, they hail from Philadelphia, PA. First recording for Al Silver's Herald Records back in 1955. You know the tune. Their biggest hit was a song called When You Dance. But they left Herald and recorded on different labels during their career: Red Top Records, Roulette, Parkway, and this label, Lou Chudd's. Well, I don't think Lou Chudd owned it, maybe at this late stage, Imperial Records. And Gary requested their third release. This tune written, well, Al Banks wasn't with the group anymore. They had a new lead singer. His name is Sonny Gordon, and he was with another group. Was he with the Capris, I think, maybe? On the Castells. He was with another Philadelphia group. I know that. But he's doing lead on this. His name is Sonny Gordon, June 1962. Here are the Turbans on Imperial for Gary Spring. It's called I Wonder, parentheses, I Wanna Know. The Turbans. Here you go for Gary.
La 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 la, whoa, oh. La 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 la, whoa, oh. I wonder where my baby's been so long. I wonder why she's decided to do me wrong. If I'm to blame, I wonder why my kisses fail to please her. And when I touch her, she seems to fade away. Could it be I caused her pain? Don't wanna know if I'm to blame. Can't bear these lonely nights much longer. After all I've been to, don't destroy me completely. Tell me, what did I do? I wonder where my baby's been so long. I wonder why she's decided to do me wrong. Could it be she never really wanted me? I wanna know if I'm to blame. Please tell me now if I'm to blame.
That one by request for Gary Spring in Canada. That's the sound of the, that's like a remade Turbans group. That is with Sonny Gordon on lead, June 1962. It's on the Imperial record label, I Wonder, parentheses, I Wanna Know. They're third of, 6 maybe for the Imperial record label. That's what my father was like, I wanna know. What do you wanna know? Just, let's be happy that it's a nice day today. I mean, gee whiz. He's going to be 95 years old, and it's sometimes very difficult. But let us continue here on the Final Treasure Show. We are in the 1962 block, and let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman, as this artist goes by the name of Sharon. Yeah, Sharon, not Sharon. Sharon Ivy. Okay, and he has one release on Jerry Ross's Heritage Records, which is out of Philadelphia. This tune written and produced by Jerry Ross and Murray Wecht. Did I say that right, Don? W-E-C-H-T, Wecht. Where is Reed? Okay, he helps me with these pronunciations. The trumpet solo on this. There's a trumpet solo in this tune. It's by Al Longo. And the backing group, backing up Sharon Ivy, are the Dream Lovers. They also recorded on this Heritage label. They have a song called When We Get Married. You may know that tune. The Dream Lovers backing him up here. This also came out on the Coed label. This came out in later in November of 62, but this is the first release, March 1962. Sharon Ivy and the uncredited Dream Lovers on the Heritage label. This is going out to Ronnie Sherman. It's called I Need You. This is for Ronnie. Here you go. There you go. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. I mean, I'm telling you, with the that's an unusual record with the trumpet in the background and the ballad. Usually trumpets are they with ballads? No, but that is the kind of record you can like sit in your chair and just close your eyes and relax to, because it's such a great tune, I have to say. I like that record a lot. So does Ronnie Sherman. March 1962, Sharon Ivy and the Uncredited Dream Lovers on the Heritage record label. I Need You is the name of the tune. That's for Ronnie Sherman. 3 more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyltreasure show. We are in the 1962 block. Let's go back out to California, this time with a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. This vocal quartet formed while attending Mount Vernon Junior High School in Los Angeles, California. They called themselves the Valaquans, okay, which translates into cool ones, okay? Johnny G is a cool one. Yes, I am. But that's from Steve Probst's L.A. book. Sources say that Probst has this as a 1962 release, and Neferti has it as 64, but it sounds more like 1962. And I like both sides of this 45. It features Joe Thomas on lead from 1962, going out to listener Gary Hendren in Alabama. Here are the Valaquans on the Laguna record label. It's called Teardrops. Here you go for Gary Hendren. Here you go.
Teardrops fell from my eyes. Teardrop fell from my eyes. Now I know why those teardrops fell. Teardrops fell from my eyes. Oh, darling, do you remember the promise that we made, that we'd be together until eternity? You said you'd be mine for the rest of my life, and maybe someday you'd become my wife. Oh, teardrops fell from my eyes. Oh, darling, I didn't lie. I was true to you, but you played me for a fool. Oh, those teardrops fell from my eyes last night. Teardrops fell from my eyes. My
There you go. That one there going out to Gary Hendren in Alabama. That's the sound of the Valaquans on the Laguna label from 1962, song entitled Teardrops. That's Joe Thomas on lead for that one. And I think I bought that from Ted Artkowski is who I bought that 45 from. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here. Let's move into 1963 now. Let's fill a request for listener Record Ralph in Syracuse, New York for this next artist from Sallisaw, Oklahoma. He began his career back in 1962 recording for the UBC label in an early wait a minute, Charlene. In 1963, he had a top 20 national hit with a song called Letter from Sherry. Your dates are wrong there, Charlene. But the Record Ralph requested the flip side of that 45. It's his first of 6 for the Dot record label. This song was originally done back in 1957 by a group called the Crescendos. They recorded on the NASCO record label. This one from August of 1963. Let's give a listen to Dale Ward, not Dell, Dale, D-A-L-E. Dale Ward on the Dot record label for a Record Ralph in their rendition of the tune, Oh Julie. This is for Record Ralph. Here you go.
Oh, Julie, oh, Julie,
Oh, Julie, you'll never know how I love you. Oh, Julie, a teenage dream that can't come true. I see you, Julie, each day as you walk by. But maybe someday, Julie, I'll be the apple of your eye. Although you're older than me, it makes no difference, you see, as you are my shining star. You've heard a passion for love and jealousy, my dove. Well, that's the way I feel about you. I need you, Julie. You'll never know how my heart yearns. Oh, please, please help me. My love just burns and burns. But someday, Julie, when I'm as old as you, I'll take you, Julie, and make my dreams come true. Although you're older than me, it makes no difference, you see, as you are my shining star. You've heard a passion for love and jealousy, my dove. Well, that's the way I feel about you. Oh, Julie, when I'm as old as you, I'll take you, Julie, and make my dreams come true.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to a Record Ralph in Syracuse, the sound of Dale Ward and Chicks in the background there. August 1963, that tune originally done by the Crescendos on the NASCO label back in 1957, but this one released in August of 63. Dale Ward and Oh Julie on the Dot record label. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s as requested by you, the listeners. If you need to get in touch with Johnny G, if you have a request, please email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And if I have the record, I'll feature it for you here on the program. I apologize again. We're on late because the show actually is exactly how I want it, 3 hours and 32 minutes. That would be a perfect show, but I was an hour late. And again, it was the air conditioner that I needed to put in. And now it's cold out. It's 64 degrees and it's pouring rain here. We didn't get rain for like 2 weeks. Now it's like pouring rain. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show this evening, folks. Sorry that I was late. I know many of you had to scoot off to bed, but you'll be able to hear it on the archive. So anyway, I'll be back next Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, hopefully, till midnight right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. So everybody, thank you so much. Thank you, Charlene, for all your help with the research and putting together the show. Charlene helped me immensely today. I was way behind. But we're going to close the show tonight with a cool record for Steve in Arizona. Okay, and you know these gals from Passaic, New Jersey. They made their debut back in 1958. Maybe you bought the 45, a song called I Met Him on a Sunday. Maybe you have it on Decca. That came out on the Tiara record label, the first press. But they would, and that Tiara label was owned by Florence Greenberg. Of course, she would, of course, sign them to her Scepter label because they went to Decca after that. But then they signed with the Scepter Records. And this is their 21st release, 21st of 35 releases on the Scepter record label. Now it features Shirley Alston on lead. I think she was Shirley Owen first, and then she got married. She was Shirley Alston, and then she became Shirley Alston Reeves, I think, even later on. But this tune, written by Van McCoy, produced by Stan Green, and it was also arranged by Van McCoy. Our closer tonight from September 1964 by request for Stephen, Arizona, the Shirelles on the Scepter label. The song is called Maybe Tonight. So maybe tonight you will subscribe to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for being here. If the show for some reason gets blocked and it's not up here, it'll be on my my vinyltreasures.net page. I have a website, vinyltreasures.net. There's an archive page. It's not much of a site. I really need it to be redone, but I just haven't had the time to do it. But you can stream or download the shows there. And I'll also be on, if you're up, to Sundays, beginning at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 to 12, 6 to 9 on the West Coast. I'll be on radio station KKSM. KKSM, they do like kind of an encore performance of maybe the show last week. I don't know. Whatever Zeb decides to take. That's 1320 a.m. on your dial out of Palomar College, San Marcos, California. KKSM, you can get it on the internet. And they got actually pretty nice programs on there, I have to say. Tony O does his Dungeon Serenade on that show. He does, and Tony O does a great show on Fridays, every other Friday. But thank you all for being here again. Thanks, everyone here, and I hope to see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Everybody have a safe and happy week. I'll see you next time right here on YouTube or Oldies and More Radio. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go. Steve in Arizona, the Shirelles, Maybe Tomorrow. Here you go.
Lonely day, I pray with all my might, and then once more I say, maybe, maybe tonight. Tonight could be the night when you kiss and hold me. Oh, maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. I've tried so hard to show you how I care. Every chance I've had, oh yeah. How blind can you be? Why can't you see that I love you? I need you, and I wanted you so bad. Tonight could be the night.